Hey, welcome back to the weekly dance tutorial. I'm Ken, this is Bree, and today we're gonna learn some hand waves or connecting hand waves, okay? Because this is a hand wave, but this is a connecting hand wave. So if you don't know what a wave is or a hand wave, it's pretty much just making your hand do one of these guys, okay, or this, all right? And you can learn how to do that right now because I'm going to show you. So first, put your hand here, okay? Starting at the fingertips, we're going to go from here to here, okay? But each part of your hand that has a joint, that's what you're going to move one by one, okay? You're going to go here, starting with just the fingertip, going into the what is this called? The digits. You're gonna go the middle of the knuckle, not the knuckle, right in between your knuckles, whatever that's called. You're gonna go here, whatever this is called, into the knuckle.
Honestly, okay, no, I can do it. Never mind.
Okay, so here,
Here.
into here, into the knuckle, into the wrist, down. Okay, and then from here you can go the opposite way where it's wrist. This one, this one, this one, down. So all together it should look like you're waving like water. Okay, so
fingertip,
yeah, I'm pushing down actually. Instead of going up, I actually sometimes push down and then I go.
Down.
Yeah, you could start either down or up. See how this one goes up and this one goes down, but it's the same motion, just tilting your angle a little bit differently when you start. So just as long as you're making this wavy motion, and I usually just focus on this right here, not so much on the wrist. The wrist kind of just follows whatever this is doing. So once you get this down, right, try to do it on both, right? Yeah, it takes a while to get it to be smooth, but pretty much what you want it to look like is liquid, okay? Like if you have a screensaver that has a bunch of random shapes, that's what you want it to look like. Just a bunch of random stuff and fluid. That's the key word, right? You want it to look fluid and like it's all one thing that's moving together to create a bigger thing. Okay, so connecting your hand to the other hand is pretty much the focus of this video. And the way you do that is first, make your finger touch your other finger. Okay, wherever, now you're gonna pick a finger to lead the other finger. It could either be this one or this one. Now just focus on that one, and wherever that goes, the other one's gonna follow. So here's a slow motion example of that. If I go like this one's gonna go, whoa, I gotta catch up. Okay, if this one goes this way, oh no, I gotta catch up to that guy. All right, so pretty much what you want to happen is wherever you go, whether it be up, down, left, right, these are always attached, okay? And then you apply that to the rest of the fingers, right? So if this is gonna go here, this one, see how I automatically followed it up? Like it's kind of like, yeah, so here, go like this, right. Go forward, back, up, down, left, right, circles, okay? You see how they're always connected? Now see if you can do the same thing while they're almost connected and like slightly, maybe like an inch apart. Try to do those same motions, like keeping the fingers wherever. So if I go like this, if I rotate it, this one rotates as well, because you want it to always be near it somehow. Like just move this wherever, right? And then like for example, if you draw a line like this, like woo, the other one's gonna do the same line. So if I go woo, this one's gonna go woo. Okay, so but at the same time, see that? So try that. Yeah, so from here, draw a little hill and go over to this side and go reverse. Okay, exactly. But now we're gonna draw a squiggly line. That's like the next step to this hand waving thing. Okay, we're gonna draw a squiggly line. Let's just do it with this one. Let's go up, down, up. Okay, so like one hill, downhill, uphill. Okay, so yeah, wherever this goes, it doesn't even have to be like straight or whatever, as long as it's drawing a path and as long as it's moving, right? And then once you know where this goes, this one, all it has to do is follow that path in the same way you drew it. So if I drew one of these, you're gonna draw it with this. Here, try drawing it with this now. Drawing the hill up here, down here, over there. So boop, 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 right? So once you do it with one hand at a time, now try connecting those fingertips again, like we were talking about earlier, and draw the same hills. See, it's gonna take time to get used to it, but just remember, if you could do it with one hand, and if you could do it with the other hand, you most likely could be able to do it with both.
Are you doing the same thing to this one at the same time as this one?
Yes. Well, actually, not the same thing exactly. I'm drawing the same line, but the motion is different. This one's going like this one's going like this. Or, no, this is going like that, and this one's going like that. You see how this is starting from my wrist, it bends to my fingertip, and then the wrist is basically leading this motion. But this one, my fingertip is leading the curve. Because it's attached to this is leading the other one to move. If we make like the circle again, like we were doing earlier, or the hill, you notice how this bends here first, and then it gets straight here. But this one, if you go here, this bends first, and then it straightens out after. So you're doing the opposite. Because if I reversed it, this one is gonna bend first, then my fingertips, this one's gonna go here, then that one, vice versa. So everything is basically doing the opposite of what the other hand's doing in terms of the wave. So if I'm going like forward and back, this one's gonna go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You see how this one goes in and then out, but this one's going this way and this way. So here, if we do it in place, watch, go like this. We're gonna start with our wrist, okay? And then this one hasn't moved yet, but as soon as these fingertips move, remember, that's when the other one's gonna move. You see that? So from here, fingertips, see how it follows this up here, right? And then we're gonna push this over to this side, and then complete the wave, because it started here and it's gonna start here and end over here. So if I start the wave here, it's gonna complete on the other side. Yeah, and as long as they're staying close together, you don't have to make it like, oh, this got to be super straight and perfect, you know, but you can do wherever it goes, keep it connected, and try to follow the curve of the leading hand or the leading arm. And then remember, you could do it with this one and lead it with that, or do it with this one and lead it like that. Okay, so that is connecting hand waves. Okay, and once you get good and you're used to the waving shape, try to draw shapes that don't even exist in real life. Like obviously circles and basic shapes, you know, they exist, but try to draw shapes that don't even make sense, because that's gonna really help you explore, you know, different things. Because for me, my favorite thing to do from this wave is to flip it upside down and do it this way, because it's like, this is so common, but if you add the bottom one, you could pretty much do so many things, and like going from here to flip, drawing circles everywhere. And sometimes you could even just go like this and then just move it around and just keeping it simple, right? But yeah, practice that and eventually you'll be able to do stuff like side waving, because you remember how we did this wave before, side waves? This is like a variation of that. So this, right? Or this. See, my hands aren't touching, but you can see that they're following the same curve. But yeah, lots of things you can do with hand waves. Have fun.
Have fun with it.
Yes. See you next time.
Bye. Thanks for
Bye.
watching.